Well, that's accurate for me at least.
Well, that's just a rumor for us in there. But anyway, if he doesn't show, we don't play the song. So let's go ahead and do our intro because we are live.
Oh, we're gonna.
I've got one that can see.
I would really love to know how horrible ChatGPT ruined Japanese when putting this song together. So if you know out there what these lyrics are, let me know in the comments below. And
You don't even know what the lyrics are?
I have no idea.
Oh, geez. We're starting international wars over here from this fucking song. He doesn't even realize.
No, you know, when you prompt a song, you don't necessarily have to. Why do I look so nice? Well, hold on a second. Yes, there we go. Yeah, you go to Suno or one of these other things, and you type in a prompt that says "happy anime title sequence," and it pops out something like that. And you know, it sounds great. They seem to be, you know, in rhythm and saying things that sound Japanese, you know, but just like all the instruments that are playing, they're not really playing notes. It just sounds like they're playing notes, and it could just be that they sound like they're speaking Japanese. Nico says, "Doki doki indeed." Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So yeah, you know, it's if you know what's happening, you know, let us know, and we'll see if we can match it up. Good morning, Gray. How are you today?
Happy to be here. Just running late, apparently.
Well, you know, it's daylight savings and all that. You know, there's all kinds. No.
Okay, I was really freaked out for a second.
Trying to cover. That's all I was doing, but you know, it's didn't work out so well, and so. But yeah, we got a lot of topics. Did you guys happen to see the pay-per-view?
I did go through some of it to try and you know, keep a fresh eye on what's going on.
Well, we've got a recap of last Sunday's 100-hour pay-per-view.
Yep, 79 match event.
79 matches. Yes, Charles. He drove down for a couple hours and had to take an Uber home. He took the last seat that was available. That's right. It was the last one. He put them over the top and sold them out.
SRO.
Yeah. So let's oh, we got a comment over here. What's that? Good morning, Lucifer the Doberman. Good morning to you, sir. Let me put it into this song real quick. Oh, what a lovely ending. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Don't know what they said, but it's lovely. Why don't we spin the wheel?
Let's spin.
No whammies. Big money.
Dynamo off the rip. Oh.
Hottie or naughty?
Ooh, all right.
Well, there was a conversation going on the internet that usually pops up. It shows up and then it goes away, and then it shows up again and it goes away, and it all comes down to: are we objectifying women with our drawings in the comic book industry, or the way we portray them in video games and things? And whether or not there's an overcorrection going in the opposite direction. Now you see on one side here, Power Girl is showing off her powers.
Yes.
The power of distraction.
Very powerful.
Brilliant
And,
lung capacity.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Great lung capacity, I think Charles was saying. I agree. It looks as if, she got pipes.
Nigh impossible to drown.
Do they ever kind of explain what they mean by objectify? I've heard a few different uses of that word.
I think they mean those.
Oh, okay.
That's what they mean.
Fair enough.
And what you have here is on one side, the original design of Power Girl. And I looked into it, and yes, that is the original design of Power Girl. And on the other side is the overcorrection, where they make her look like Miss Marvel and everything else. Now, the character is supposed to be a feminist. Oh, we are not objectifying them enough.
I agree, Lucifer. I agree.
So, you've seen the video games where they've made drastic overcorrections and have had women of close to 200 pounds or more show up, or they've got a unibrow, or, they look like Cousin It, something like that, and we're not supposed to complain about that. Of course, then again, we weren't complaining about the original design of Power Girl either. And this guy right here at the bottom of this post rightly points out that the woman who drew that is in fact a woman. Is she objectifying women in her portrayal of the Power Girl? That's a question, But this other artist had given back in 2021 this whole guideline on how to de-objectify women. It's toned down the individuality of the buoyancy and create a unified slide across, no showing the booty, broadening the shoulders, and squaring the jaws and so on. Yeah, just manlify the women is how you make them stronger and more powerful and more individual. Make them look like men.
I guess how to de-objectify women. Number 4, give them a fat wrist.
There it is. There it is right there. Oh, I think making a fist is what it is. Power to the people.
Oh, okay. Oh,
but
I see.
And she used Power Girl as the example. And, I went back and I tried to figure out exactly how Power Girl got that costume, with the nice little sunroof, if you will.
The boob window?
Yeah.
Yes, the boob window. And Gary Conway says in a video by Comic Drake, the true dumb reason for the circle at the time, it was a convention for hero costumes to have a chest symbol. And I thought a giant P looked silly, being a derivative of Superman. They were looking to put a logo right there, and he didn't want one. And so he thought if he just removed the area where it would be, that would be the end of that. And it was
nothing. Kind of right. It's iconic. It's a logo unto itself.
Yes. We need a woman in the panel to make an argument.
What's the argument you'd like to see from a woman's perspective, Nico?
I mean, I do think it's weird that they gave, this nice, amazing hair, and then they gave her like Cloud's hair in the next one. That is interesting. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of choices made in that second one, but I don't know. I still think she looks womanly, feminine in the second one. Mm-hmm. She necessarily looks like a dude, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, dude looked like a lady. The circle was intended as a nod to convention without being conventional. Not a sexy thing at all until Wally Wood inks.
And so he inks all over the page. Yeah, I get it.
Wally Woods is the kind of artist who would show up in Playboy. And Nico says, Kitty would say, "Gimme the booba." And Wally Woods has a famous mural he did for the anniversary, some sort of anniversary of Disney, in which he drew a Disney orgy. And I'm not going to show that, but now that it's in your mind, you can look it up. So, and if you find orgies humorous with animated characters, you'll find that hilarious. But that's the
Are we
kind of
talking
guy.
like every animated character? Like, would this include like the whole Bambi crew?
It
Okay.
actually includes Bambi.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. All right. I know.
Well, I'm not
Bambi
familiar
and
with this
the-
mural, but I am a fan of art, so
And the
maybe I'll check it out.
unicorns from Fantasia, or the not the unicorns. What am I thinking of? The centaurs,
Oh shit.
Centaur and Bambi.
Yeah. Oh.
Are there
Huh.
male superhero characters that have their bulge
Yeah.
heightened?
Do they have
and highlighted?
individual cleavage, or instead of just like, because it seems like they were kind of pointing out like her chest, it was kind of individually, I don't know, showcased, and then now to less sexify it, you kind of make it more one giant
Make it
thing.
look like
I don't know.
8-year-old Chinese boy.
Do they do the same thing with bulges for guys, as opposed to like viewing the individual pieces? Now we're just showing one full package.
There was
I'm
a
for
comic
that.
book. There was a comic book in the 80s that actually did that, and they did show all the equipment, balls and bats, together in the gym sack.
Well,
And that was, but those were indie comic books that did that, and they did
not-
do a lot of experimentation.
not too long ago, did we not get a glance at Bruce Wayne's dick and balls that everybody was in an uproar over for like so long? And that's a mainstream comic.
Yes,
True.
there was that, and I think that was probably some of the answer to the question of the the
I
boob
mean,
window.
I guess this question would be: are these artist interpretations, is it really objectifying? And I guess it would go, I think this door could go both ways for male and female comic book heroes, because these are supposed to be like, even though most likely unrealistic,
Mhm.
these are like fantastical ideas of what, people, I guess, nobody, I don't know. Whenever you play a game or read a comic, nobody wants to read or play about somebody who's fucking ugly. Everybody envisions themselves, when they think of themselves in some sort of hero aspect, they don't think of themselves, either looking the way they do or looking shittier.
Have you
know.
seen the Grand Theft Auto thing out there with the bounty hunters? The new trailer that's come out. Where, well,
I have not.
they kind of look like Walmart shoppers, characters that you interact and play with, and there is absolutely no way that it will inspire anything. Is what I think the intent, because objectifying women means that you dehumanize women, and if you dehumanize women, you only see them as a instrument of pleasure as opposed to a real life 3-dimensional person. And so taking away the titillation, if you will keep you more focused on the game. And in Grand Theft Auto, that the game is punching hookers and taking their money. So
Wouldn't
Yes, but
that
that's part
also
of the
like take away from the
online.
3-dimensional woman or whatever? Wouldn't it take away one dimension? Like, okay, but we can't make her beauty like noticeable at all. Otherwise, it's objectification. It seems like that's also taking a part away from women. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but couldn't we just look at somebody
there's
as
an
a
issue with-
whole? Like,
well, seeing as how
perhaps
they're
bad phrasing.
in comic books, they're doing it in films, they're doing it in video games. And I don't know how successful they're being, but everybody, the big argument is that if you do it, you're gonna lose money. You're not going to make any money doing that. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look and see how another group of entertainment that goes for basically the same demographic, how they're handling objectifying women. Let's take a quick look.
You know, I was
Like,
thinking it
We're,
works for
3 to
both.
4 times a week, by the way.
It works for both genders too, because
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of classic Hulk Hogan, he's just basically in a speedo.
yes.
Yes.
True.
Absolutely.
I mean, there was always the Giant and the Big Show. There were some that were kind of just known for their size, but not necessarily their physiques as well. I think we had that with the women as well.
Yeah,
I
larger
mean,
than life. Certainly
for
something
sure.
that draws a spectacle, I guess.
Yeah, and obviously Power Girl is larger than life, and
Yes. Her tits are,
you know,
anyways. Sorry.
and Bob's been to some clubs where it's
Yeah.
absolutely 100%
Yeah.
achievable, and sometimes
Exactly.
natural. So, it's a real thing out there, and these
Very
women
real
are
things.
a part of this. One of the things about WWE is that they consider themselves part of the women's revolution in wrestling, in showcasing their talents and abilities. Obviously, that's an extreme video that I found.
Sure. But I
It's-
mean, you could even point out, like, right now, Liv Morgan's whole character is she's basically a slut. Just
Yeah, she's vamping.
trying to like fuck Dominic, and I mean, she's making videos in the back, just Hawk Tua and spitting on that fucking title and shit. I like,
Mhm.
come on, like, so I mean, like, it's, I guess in this realm of like fantasy and stuff and make believe, it's weird when I don't know. I have an issue with like who's really being objectified, a fake character. Okay, does it put unrealistic, I guess, expectations on women and men? Yeah, but I don't know. And we're in this realm of fantasy. Like I said, if I don't know, when I was a little kid and I used to pretend to be Superman, I never pictured that I looked like myself. I pictured that I looked like fucking Superman, big body, big muscles. You know what I'm saying?
Did
I
you
don't know.
ever put your underwear on the outside?
Well, yeah, dude,
You
absolutely,
kind of have to if you're going to be Superman.
exactly. Underwear on the outside, a little, underoos Superman shirt, and a bath
Sure, you
towel.
had the spit curl.
Yeah, I did, and a bath towel, horrifically safety pinned around my neck that could have just pop open and stab me in the jugular at any time. But
Oh yeah, you would
90s
have bled
babies.
right out.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's such a weird thing because you don't want to actually objectify anybody and make anybody feel any sort of weird way, but at the same time, we're talking about video games and comic books.
Yeah,
It's just weird to conflate like desirable with objectified. I don't know. I think a lot of things would have to be kind of redefined if we're going that route, where
Yeah.
essentially to not objectify somebody, they'd have to be extremely undesirable. I don't know that
Yeah.
that's necessarily what appeals to people.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Charles.
I was just gonna say, plus most of my life, especially with like in terms of marketing and things, the adage was sex sells. And to completely undo that, it's going to take a while. You have to get the rest of society to not show you with their money that they're interested in this quote unquote objectification.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the long tradition of beer commercials.
Right.
Before they switched to, they tried to switch to dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs.
And they're
I
naked.
remember horses and frogs, but I don't remember dogs. But fair enough.
No, Spuds McKenzie and
Oh yeah.
I do remember dogs. I'm sorry, I totally blanked
Alex
out
from
on the
Rose,
Spuds McKenzie.
and then, and of course the Taco Bell dog, but that's not beer. Still not good for you. But the thing is, they try these different things, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we saw that with the one guy and Coors, I think it was. I'm sorry, the one lady. Didn't mean to say one.
Oh.
Did not mean to misgender they or them or whatever it is.
Cancel.
I don't remember the guy's name. There, did it again.
Would it have been wasn't it Bud Light and was it Dylan?
Yes, Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Was that-
Mulvaney.
I believe that's the one.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what all the hoopla was about.
Nico says, I think that would be very hard to subvert. Sex will sell. It's like millions of years of evolution at work here.
Yeah.
Not just that, but just desire. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't it something to make a product more desirable? But perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe that's objectification by their definition.
No, I think you're right, and I also think that it's just playing on basic human nature, right? Nobody real. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there. There's exceptions to every rule, but everybody desires, like you're saying, Gray. Attractive people. Nobody has fantasies of being with ugly people. It just doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. Even if you yourself, like me, aren't the most attractive looking fucking person in the world, nobody's thinking and fantasizing or looking at some fantasy character, in a lower level than they are.
Speak to yourself.
Let's take Bob and me as an example. We're both not the prettiest, or would medically
take that back.
Medically, we'd be considered morbidly obese.
Probably.
Medically, I hated that term. Yeah, there's once you get above a certain poundage, it's now morbid according to doctors. So, and my 600-pound life, yeah, pretty much.
I'm not there yet.
That. No,
no. Can't that be considered objectifying to a certain degree too?
I would absolutely agree.
Yeah, and the whole hoarders thing, but the point is, when Bob and I look to the screen for heroes, we're not looking for someone who looks like us to be the main hero and see them on the screen. Otherwise, the Sammo Hung TV show in the late 90s would have taken off like nobody's business. But no, to see a fat guy doing kung fu, that was a curiosity, and that was kind of fun to watch, but not on a weekly basis. Sammo Hung is a action film star, for those who don't know. And
it's not really people, it's not really who people even like us aspire to or fantasize about being about and putting ourselves in that shoes. It's just, like I said, I don't know. I don't need to be represented on the screen. I don't need to see me in a starring role at all. I can use,
I don't need to see me as Fat Thor. Shirtless,
exactly. Exactly. I don't need that.
Well,
and I don't think really a lot of people want that either. To be honest, it really doesn't make sense. Like I know it's an issue. You don't really want to objectify people at all, but like in this realm of fantasy, like I think it's okay to have a big boob chick, flying around and beating the shit out of people. It's okay. It's like she's not hurting anybody. And how many women out there actually aspire to constantly go around and alter their bodies anyways to get that same look? So who's really being objectified?
I don't think there should be any sort of looking down on if somebody wants to make a character that's just like, John from down the street. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. But to expect everybody else to do things by your standards is a little frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Just to point it out, Fat Thor was a joke. That was a fat person joke, 100%. Totally objectifying, but for the sake of humor, which is also insulting and demeaning and demoralizing and all that other kind of stuff. But you know what? He got over it. We should get over it. I don't have an answer for this societal question. It just comes up every now and then, and if they're talking about it, we should talk about it.
So where did we settle? Is she hot or not?
Is who hot?
One on the left was.
I'll take both of
them. Can't even remember her name. Boob window.
Oh, Power Girl.
Power Girl. That's the one.
Yes. I think the one that's doing big time money and making Netflix deals, I think that's probably the best way to go financially.
Baby Raider? Yeah,
big time money being made there.
Inspirational.
You were going to say Charles.
I had two conflicting thoughts. I'm gone.
Yeah, he thought you were
share them or don't.
Reindeer.
It's totally up to you.
Well, Martha may be making bank, but hey, promo time. I know it's coming up. It's going to be awesome.
Well, let's see what happens. Here we go. Come on.
Big money, no whammies.
Oh, I got a little spinny wheel on my thing.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Spinning wheel stopped so that the wheel could spin. Nice.
And
Physical
new to
media?
DVD.
Ooh, new to DVD. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's a lot of movies out on DVD coming up this Tuesday. Go out there and collect them, add them to your NAS if they are indeed your speed. But we start off with All Eyes. A disgraced podcast host interviews an eccentric farmer who claims to have a monster living in the woods near his house.
I mean, that sounds like a cool premise. I've never heard of this thing.
It sounds like it came in
But
under
it's
budget.
starring Jasper Hammer, so it can't be bad.
You know a Jasper Hammer?
I don't, but with a name like Jasper Hammer,
Jazz Ham. He's killing it.
Jasper Hammer could have been in a whole different type of movie. But yeah, if Cole was here, he'd tell us all about it. Boy Kills World.
I heard a ton about that, and then it just seemed to disappear, and I didn't get a chance to see it. I definitely want to check that one out, but
yeah, definitely.
it looks cool.
Check it out. It definitely is. I thought it was good. It was definitely enjoyable. It had some issues here and there, but other than that, man, it was definitely a fun flick. Definitely a fun, cool visual flick.
I enjoyed the idea that this guy is deaf and mute, and we are privy to the narration based on what he's thinking about the situation.
Yeah.
The narration that would improve anyone's life of H. John Benjamin. Like, come on, that's awesome. That's the voice I want in my head.
It's very good.
Yeah, it comes out pretty good, I think. I didn't see the movie, but I like the premise. And Arena Wars.
Ooh.
In 2045, convicted criminals are given the opportunity to compete on the world's #1 televised sporting event. They must survive 7 rooms and 7 of the most vicious killers in the country. If they win, they regain their freedom. Ooh.
So it's Death Race and Blade Runner,
or Running Man,
or not Blade Runner. Running Man. That's what I meant. Yeah, Death Race and Running Man.
Very similar. I don't see them having a dynamo though. They need that electric opera singer guy. But 2.8 is what the user's given.
Not sure Dynamo was in the book, but who knows?
Michael Madsen and Eric Roberts are your 2 leads.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Yeesh.
Michael Madsen. I thought he was dead.
No, he
might as well be.
Yeah, he might as well. You're right.
And Eric Roberts, man, he is. You know what? He's still working. Got to give him credit.
Yeah.
And he never has to cut his hair for any role. I've seen him with the same haircut as an army general, just hair hanging in his face.
Is Emma his daughter?
I don't know if Emma is his daughter.
I thought Emma
or
was
another's.
Julia's daughter.
No,
all right.
She's Julia's niece, so we know that
Okay.
there's family somewhere.
Okay.
Well, she just had something that came out in digital last week, so even she's outshining her relative.
Oh, she just came out in digital?
Yeah, it
Ones
was
and
called
zeros.
Space Cadet.
Yes.
It's,
That has old timey producer written all over it. Kids love space. The kids love these wacky blonde bowheads. I'm telling you, this movie, we'll call it Space Cadet because a space cadet is stupid in the brain. You get a good looking actress up in there, you send her to space.
Some of those
money, pal.
It makes sense. Some of those prime comedies are actually kind of decent. I got to be honest, I'm interested in it.
It's an 80s film is what it is. It's like it was in development hell for like 30 years.
It's Clueless. It's Legally Blonde, except with astronauts. That's all it really is.
Yeah. But Clueless was based on Emma, the novel.
Yeah,
Jane Austen.
Clueless. Awesome.
Yeah,
True.
okay.
Both of those were true. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm glad that we were able to find a topic other than Arena Wars. Fast Charlie.
That's my nickname.
Charlie Swift's a loyal and dedicated. I'm not reading that. Pierce Brosnan.
James Caan and Toby Huss. Who doesn't love Toby Huss?
I thought James
All
Caan
right.
was dead.
That's a good point. Wait a minute.
They brought him back.
This
Big week
movie
for
must have
corpses.
been in development hell.
Yeah. So, yeah, go out there and pick up James Caan's last known credit.
Maybe.
Question.
Directed by Philip Noyce. I mean,
Noise.
you know,
Noise.
his name is
Think
any
of his
indication. I don't think this will be a bad flick.
It'll
Noyce.
be nice. It'll be nice.
Shit, I mean, it's got a 4.2 rating. Why not?
Titanic,
What?
the musical.
Finally.
Why?
We're going down, down, down. We're going down, down, down.
Yeah, like what? Oh, Jesus. Fucking
Five
Yeah,
money laundering
stars.
scheme
What?
was this
I am
movie.
curious about that now. I am very, very curious about that. In the final hours of April 14th, the RMS Titanic on her maiden voyage from Southampton. I'm not reading that. But yeah,
No longer will the band have all the fun. Now everybody gets to sing as they're going down.
awesome.
Wow.
True Detective
Oh,
TV series.
yeah.
I don't know what.
There's two really decent seasons in that show. Interesting. I actually wouldn't mind owning that.
Yeah.
I might be picking that one up.
Yeah, it's at least it's worth a second watch. Definitely.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Tarot. When a group of friends recklessly violate the sacred rule of tarot readings, they unknowingly unleash an unspeakable evil trapped with the cursed cards. Who knew?
Shit's got a 4 out of
That's a
5
4
star
out of
rating.
5. What?
Yeah. Right? You saw that, Charles. What the fuck is this?
We need
Those
Cole up in
40
here because
users know.
Oh,
This grossed 18 million at the theaters, and I never knew it was out.
18
People
million
slept
on a
on
budget of what? $50?
Depends on if they left the house.
Well,
They
look
played
at-
it in a house. They had to
It
have been in a house or an apartment or something.
It took 2 people to direct this movie.
That's right. I'm not taking the second unit director credit.
Yeah.
I want co-director credit.
Yeah. I bet you they're a
Producers.
couple. Steven and Anna, or Spencer and Anna, whatever the fuck their names are.
You think maybe they're going to be hyphenated later?
Probably, yeah.
Owen Halbergs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck this movie.
Unsung Hero is also out on...
4.1.
What is
Wow.
going on
Um,
here? Who's in this?
Well, Joel Smallbone gives a great performance here.
Oh,
I'm glad he made the transition from the other films.
that's what I was just thinking. This is his first starring vehicle after getting out of adult films. Here we go. Your big break, Joel.
Well, they were niche films. He always had a small role. All right, that's enough of that.
Roll. He co-directed this as well. Good for you.
Oh.
Shit, yeah, he did.
Oh, Terry O'Quinn is this. Wait a minute. It's John Locke from Lost.
I know. It's got the Lost connection there.
Well, everybody's got to eat.
Indeed.
No wonder why it's got a 4.1.
Ooh, and it's got Candace Cameron Bure in it.
Oh,
PJ from
It's gonna be
Full House.
This is going to be a religious movie then.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. When David Smallbone's successful music company collapses, Smallbone is the name of the character as well. So Joel Smallbone probably
Oh, it's a
played David.
vanity
Listen, when you got a name
project,
like that,
too.
you got to write it.
Look, no, it is. Look at the producers. He even got his like fucking cousin in there. Luke, get
Luke
over here and
Smallbone.
produce this bullshit.
The small bone
Jesus
empire
Christ.
all over this.
Yeah.
Man, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Small bones are taking over.
Jeez. I thought vanity projects were worse on their own. Now like a fucking a Christian fucking happy fucking yay. Oh Jesus Christ.
Based on a remarkable true story A mom's
Oh.
faith stands against all odds and inspires her husband and children to hold on to theirs. Maybe it's a documentary about the small bones.
Oh, great. A whole movie about them. Get out of here. Go away. I hate people that make movies like this. So bad. It's just so like, dude, just make a 5-minute movie and just come on the screen and say, I want everybody in the theater to blow me. Like, that's all you're trying to do here. Like,
Wrap your lips around the small bone.
And,
I heard we were making fun of Christian movies.
and who are we, sir?
I woke up. What's up, guys? Austin here. Hello.
Austin.
Yes.
oh, it's
Yes.
Austin.
I do go by Alien. Sorry, that is my Austin Lynn is my name. So Alien. You can put two and two together.
We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting
there
for
it
this.
is.
So let's all talk about Austin. He goes to movies. Let's get to know this guy. He's a panelist.
Never got your approval for this song, by the way.
Austin has a lot of friends. Let's get
I like
to
it.
know this guy.
I thought I did say I liked it.
Friend too.
It's been a while since we've had Austin here, so let's let everybody know what we know.
We know nothing about you. We see you on the street. Who knows your favorite dream? Let's all talk
So,
about
Austin, have you seen Unsung Hero?
Let's get to know
I haven't seen it, but I know about it. Unfortunately,
What
Why
do you know?
about this movie?
it's about the parents of the band, the Christian band for King and Country. Yeah. So yeah, it's a Christian movie about, I guess, their I don't know. Yeah, their migration from Australia to the United States. So Yeah.
Migrants.
exactly.
Yeah, this is America. We don't care about that shit here. Next.
And Luke and Joel are brothers. They're the sons.
okay.
And then Joel is the actor, Luke is the director.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine growing up with the name Small Bone,
No.
you know, and being called the Small Bone Brothers.
Be a paradox.
All right, so the next movie is Abigail.
Oh,
Hey.
that's
all right.
actually
Based.
all right. 4.5.
Yes,
The rating's really weird for these things.
just slightly better than Unsung Hero.
Thank God.
That's
Yeah.
a good time.
Not a very good ending for that song.
Yeah. Very fun movie. Very fun movie.
Charles
Indeed.
will have to come up with something new for you
Oh,
when it comes to the song. Yeah. You know, there's
I believe this is
Go
the latest from Radio Silence, who are no longer going by Radio Silence. Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli open.
TCC
However,
Radio
that's-
Silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, guys.
you know, there was a trend in the late 80s, early 90s for murder kids. And, you know, it looks like they're coming back, you know, kids who murder. Adults, not each other.
Damn it.
The Good Son really, really pushed the limit on
Yeah.
what kids could do to other kids.
Fucking
Oh, that
Evil
railgun.
Macaulay.
Culkin Macaulay, is that what you called him?
Even
Macaulay
Evil
Culkin?
Macaulay.
Oh, Evil
Evil
Macaulay.
Macaulay.
What you call him? Culkin Macaulay.
Yeah. Culkin McCulkin.
Like you were calling roll in school. Culkin Macaulay.
It seems as if Charles is not familiar with The Good Son.
No, I am. It
Oh,
could have
okay.
been my role.
Wow.
I was going to say, it seems
you
like they would
audition
have been
for
right
it?
up your...
Did you
I'm sorry?
audition for it, Charles?
If I did, I didn't get a call back.
No, that's a shame.
Son of a bitch.
You would have been good.
Take it easy. It's best for everyone.
No, I want a remake done now.
Wouldn't that have been like a second Elijah Wood connection with you then, if you had gotten that one? Doesn't he play the
Yeah.
other kid?
Did I tell you that?
Yes, he does play the other kid.
We both looked the same, and we both read for Forever Young, which is a Mel Gibson movie.
Mel
and
Gibson
Elijah
movie, I
Wood-
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, Elijah Wood got the part I didn't. I did have a callback for that, a third callback.
All right, let's go beat up Elijah Wood. He's got to pay.
He's done far more with I
No.
don't know one job than I would have done with I don't know 1,000.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Do you
but aren't
think-
you significantly taller than hobbits?
Yeah, see, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
It's all for the better.
Yeah, and you don't bite your fingernails, so you know.
I mean, they could have made you look small on screen.
Yeah.
All right? It's not like they actually had big feet. Okay, they can make Tom Cruise look tall. They can make somebody look short.
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise is short.
you know, that's a lot. You know, Tom Cruise does a lot of wire work, and that's when they're walking down the street.
I like to imagine him on the big stilts like Vin Diesel in the group
Yes.
franchise, and then they just edit in legs.
Yeah, yeah, he's
It's so weird that the Boy and the Heron got 4.4 and Abigail got 4.5. This one gets a worse rating than Abigail.
Yeah.
well, it's
Both
because it
decent
was hand
points.
drawn. That's why.
I actually just saw this the other night with Cole.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I did. I did enjoy it. It was very, 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 very good. Very well. The animation is it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of like World War II stuff in there and great story, a lot of fantasy, but a lot of metaphors and just it very, very well done film. I mean, yeah, I don't think, kids would understand it, but phenomenal movie for adults.
If you're a fan of cartoon birds,
Yes.
cannot be beat.
I didn't see the dubbed version. I saw the original, so I don't know what Pattinson and everybody sounded like. But
So, I've never really been a big fan of reading my movies, but when you listen to the dialogue, the original dialogue, it always plays a lot better
Yeah.
than listening to somebody dub over what's supposed to be there. And if you happen to watch the subtitles while you're listening to the dub version, they often don't match
No, not at all.
because they're
That being-
making changes.
That being said, so I do agree with you on most of that, but Miyazaki films, like specifically, they get a really good voice cast, like for their US dub version. They're kind of their own fun thing. Like I love hearing Patrick Stewart in there. It's kind of amazing. So theirs are kind of another tier, but I agree with you. See the original.
Spam. Okay. Yes, we are on the Twitch, and the Twitch bots are out today. So there's that. If I had Twitch open, I would probably report it, but I don't have it open. So move on to this one. The Challengers,
Ooh.
4.6. Look at that.
Damn.
another great movie this year.
Yes.
Was it great?
If she
I
makes
mean,
more
who doesn't
money,
want to
she
see
might be-
Zendaya with two boys? But fair enough.
Well, I saw the rest of that scene, and she gets them to leave her out of it. So,
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
The way it should be.
as the way it should be, as it should be. Is that what you said, Charles?
I did.
You did. Okay. It's like I stand by it.
Get it done on your own.
So, yeah, I don't know what this movie's about. Apparently, a tennis player.
Tennis-ish?
10, 15.
I think that's probably the backdrop for the whole thing. But there's probably some other drama happening. That might be enjoyable to some people. And Civil War.
Hmm.
Finally, Civil War has arrived on Blu-ray.
Yeah. It's a movie. Yeah, if you like the press, this is the movie for you.
Meet the press.
If you're a fan of the press and you want to believe that they are forming their own opinions and just delivering facts, this is the movie for you. Anybody else see it? No?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites of the year, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very good. I
Tell us
thought.
about it, because I only know what I hear, and obviously that's wrong. So
Why is it obvious? You know what you like. I mean, I know that. It depends. It like if you're going into it and you want to hear about why the two sides are fighting, you're going to be disappointed. It's so aggressive with the amount it does not confirm one thing or another as far as why they're fighting it, and it's not really the important aspect of it. It's more of how important journalists are during a battle like that.
Mhm.
And I think it was done well, all things considered.
For sure.
Okay.
There's really good performances from both Kirsten Dunst, Kaylee Spenny, and then just there's so many kind of very memorable scenes in here. It's totally worth seeing, but it's somewhat I don't know, weaponized neutrality. You're not going to find out the reason why anything is happening, but that's not the point of it. So a lot of people hated what it wasn't as opposed to what it is, which is strange. But with a name like Civil War, you'd kind of think that you'd get to see more war or know something about it. There's hints there, but it's a film worth seeing.
Well, it seems to me like the movie isn't about the Civil War, even though that's the title of it.
Yeah.
Usually, there's a written contract between a production and the audience. Your title should effectively represent what the film is about. So you make a film called Civil War, the audience is going to expect to see a civil war, as opposed to a melodrama about the importance of something else. Then again, had they named it the importance of the media in a time of crisis, which would have been a longer, more accurate name, it probably would have gotten more critical acclaim and less
selling
box
tickets to
office
that.
success.
Yeah.
Weaponized neutrality. Somebody's looking for an explanation.
Fair enough. They
Decisively
go out of their way.
indecisive.
Yeah. They go out of their way to make it so that you can't really tell which side is which, essentially. And you don't know exactly what the motivations of this are. For instance, you would assume that these guys with sniper rifles and everything would be, kind of militaristic, but suddenly they've got kind of rainbow colored hair and dyed fingernails or painted fingernails. It's just interesting ways of kind of not actually. It feels like he tried to put way too much of a message in his last film, Men, and got so much of a backlash on it that he's trying to take any messaging out of this or perceived messaging out of it. Is why I'm saying it's kind of weaponized neutrality. You would just think there would be some strong political messages in something called Civil War, but they're kind of not there. It's not what he was going for. Yeah. But man,
it's
like that
more of a
Jesse
backdrop,
Plemons scene.
It's like Love in the Time of Malaria or something like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's some scenes that'll really stick with you. It's worth seeing.
Worth seeing. Well, there we go. And I believe I missed it, but that's what was new on DVD.
What's new on DVD? What's new on DVD? What's new? What's new? What's new on DVD? What's on DVD?
Ooh, background transition. So I'll be able to see that. Hey, Austin, guess what? We're getting ready to spin the wheel. The wheel will tell us what we're going to talk about next.
Come on, promo time. Let's go, Dynamo.
Oh,
Yeah.
wardrobe.
There are
Where's Corn Sweat?
I have never seen Corn Sweat. One day I will. And it'll be.
I think we're about to see Corn Sweat. I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Let me find the right tab here. Oh, okay, let's show this tab instead. So, over on the Super Sunday Wrap-Up website, we've got an article by the staff writer that something's not quite right. And the image here It's obviously
Oh,
it's an
no.
AI image that shows Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, but their costumes aren't the way they should be. As most AI pictures, something's not quite right, and the new set photos show us something a little bit different when it comes to Guy Gardner. So here's the Guy Gardner. His logo is on the side here, uh, not on his chest. And there's a whole lot of white and black. And the same thing going with the Hawk Girl right here in this picture. And apparently there's a logo right here on the chest that resembles something that they'd seen previously on the signage, which is for Lord Industries. So Maxwell Lord is playing a part in the movie. And if you were to look at the costumes, it probably plays a part in the superhero suits. Let me make this a little bit bigger if I can.
Huh.
Yeah, that helped.
I mean, fair play.
So we have Mr. Terrific here in the center, next to Superman, Hawkgirl on one side, Green Lantern on the other. They both have that same sort of black shoulders with a color stripe coming together. Mr. Terrific, his costume is pretty comic accurate, and the others are not. However, he did have a team called the Terrifics, which did not include these two characters. So it could be that Maxwell Lord is funding the Terrifics, and these two are a part of that team. And yeah,
The costumes are kind of interesting. It kind of feels like a throwback to like the X-Men, like their first iteration of their costumes, the black leather stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. I thought that this was going to be about Corn Sweat's costume, but
he's got a costume too. But no, they showed off these costumes this week, and so that's why we chose to look at these. We've covered Corn Sweat's costume previously and showed how it looks more like a Fortnite version of the New 52 version of Superman. And
just seems like these would be very warm costumes, if you will. They don't look like they breathe much.
No, they don't. That they don't. Of course.
no, but they do look more
they're
like
certainly
uniform.
breathing more than Cap.
I'm sorry,
Fair
go ahead.
enough.
No, it's just that was it. They're breathing more than Cavill.
Oh yeah. It's not 100% rubber and latex and
Full on tights.
but that is a lot of leather, or pleather if they went cheap.
And they're filming in July.
I mean, I get it's for the story, and I get it's Maxwell Lord, and there's probably something going on there as to why they don't have Guy makes sense because Guy's the idiot Green Lantern. I can actually see that being kind of funny and being something of like, you could create your own suit. And he's like, yeah, I know, I chose this, or something, something silly like that with Philip.
Well, if the Green Lantern's making up his own suit and he loses concentration,
Right.
All of a sudden equal rights.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, Hawkgirl, now she's one of my favorites. I would have liked to see her in the traditional, but I understand it's for story. Not the biggest fan of those costumes, but
No, and I fully, I have no proof of this, but I kind of think that these costumes are not the final iteration of what they're supposed to be.
I hope not.
If the Terrifics break up by the end of this, then they will be in totally different costumes, I think.
I mean, it's awesome that she has a mace, but shouldn't she have wings? Are they going to CGI those on?
I believe that will
how does that
probably
work?
be CGI.
Yeah. I wouldn't want somebody that small to try to carry 50-pound wings on her back.
They did it in Dogma. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dogma.
I was just trying to think of practical wing, whatever, backpacks that they put on people.
Yeah.
It's a good example. Yeah, that works.
That's a very good example. Very good. Nice callback. But yeah.
I think they look all right. I don't know, for all the set photos I've seen, for the aesthetic that like the movie seems to be going for, it seems to fit.
Well, you're going to find the two groups at each other's throats about these.
Sure, of
The
course.
one side is going to say, look, this movie's going to suck because her costume sucks. He doesn't know anything about movies because he sucks. And the other one's going to be very apologetic. Speaking of apologetic, hey, Warren, what's up? They're going to say they're going to say things like I said, which is it may not be the final suit. We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, maybe. I mean, if it was, I wouldn't really be disappointed. I'm just very interested in this movie and everything I've seen so far. It's, I don't know, just piqued. I don't know, some sort of childlike interest here. I don't know. I'm very excited for this film.
Yeah, I'm certainly still interested. I love Cornsweat's costume.
Yeah.
I love the other set photos. And like I said, I get this is for the story, probably, going towards some storyline with Maxwell Lord and his control of the superheroes and that type of thing. But yeah, not the craziest about it.
Warren, what do you think of the wig?
On Nathan. Or...
No, I meant mine right here. Yes, Nathan. Yes.
Oh, it's. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, that's the way I look at it. It's like, who cares? I just care if we get a good quality Superman movie. So, and it's not Zack Snyder, so I don't really care.
I think you just care if OSHA is.
As in, Zack Snyder is the only one who can make a good Superman, or?
Oh no, I don't. I think Zack Snyder is the damnation of DC. So he shouldn't touch anything ever again in his life.
Warren, are you at the call center or are you at the bowling alley?
Do you want to get that call, or it could be
no?
It sounds like a home phone. You have a home phone?
Yes, I have a landline phone, and yes,
who still has a landline?
Warren.
I have a landline, and I keep it just so that I feel wanted.
But don't you? You've got reason to have a landline.
I answer the phone, and I listen to the spiels, and then I tell them I'm not interested. I just want to feel wanted. That's why I have a landline for the spam calls.
Yeah, exactly. But I have a feeling that James Gunn is going to do a great job because he actually always produced good Guardians movies, even if people didn't like the last one, which I thought the last one was actually really good. So to see him doing DC, and I think he did a good job with Suicide Squad prior. But I think it happened around the pandemic, it's released, it didn't really help. And a lot of movies didn't get help during the pandemic, right? So that's a given. But I think the wig is whatever. I mean, they'll probably clean it up a little bit before the releases, right? So not really big deal in my opinion. And I know it's not call center. Damn it.
Thank you for calling IT. How can I help you?
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Unplug it for 10 minutes. If we disconnect it, I can reach you at this number. Is that right? Okay. Speaking of which, maybe we should go ahead and spin a wheel.
No whammies.
No, there are no whammies. You know what? I should put a whammy there, and then we'll just end the show if we land on it.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do next week.
That would be hysterical.
Broken roulette.
A 15-minute show. Be awesome.
Promo.
Promo time. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd I put it? Here we go. New Stunning Adventures is the new comic book coming out on the 24th of July by Rosales Comics. You can go to rosalescomics.com to take a look at our preview video. It's also got music in the background to make it sound all kinds of fun. You can read this as we, what does it say here? New Stunning Adventures revolutionizes the Rosales Comics universe with a thrilling anthology series spanning 6 issues. It introduces over 18 new heroes, each with unique abilities and gripping backstories. This limited series showcases a diverse array of characters from comic defenders to street-level vigilantes, captivating new readers and longtime fans alike. So you can go here and take a look at what's coming up in this for this year. We've got this coming out in July, then followed by that bi-monthly until this one over here. And you can also get cool merchandise to help fund this. If you don't want to buy a comic book, but you want to buy a cool shirt, you can do so here and learn about the characters as well. So, yeah. You know, that's New Stunning Adventures.
Sweet, sweet candy and name-nice. 色とりどり世界shiny まばゆい sugar drop Baby 回る風僕らの甘いタイムストー
Anybody got any questions about Stunning Adventures before we move on? That's what I thought, losers. Okay. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah,
another promo.
Finally. Yes. Promo time. Dynamo. Yes.
Dynamo, flying high again. Rosales Comics brings the legend to your hands. Upscaled and shining, a digital delight. Dynamo returns our hero in the light. Dynamo, the power's in your hand. Rosales Comics revives the hero of the land. Bold and brilliant through the pages.
Follow the
That's
thrilling
amazing.
adventures of Dynamo exclusively on globalcomics.com. We have refurbished and cleaned up the comic book, the original run of Dynamo's solo series. The first issue has been serialized, and the next thrilling adventure comes this Wednesday, July 10th. And it's absolutely free. So go down there, subscribe, keep updated, and follow us for new and exciting adventures.
Hell yeah.
That's 2 promos in a row. Let's see what else happens.
All right, let's hit the trifecta.
Can we get them out of the way? Can we get them out of the way? Nope.
Nope. Son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Oh, it did it.
Maxxine. With 3 X's in the middle. What could that mean? Oh, it's the third movie. That's what it means.
I thought it was.
Oh, no, it's not that kind of movie. So let's take a look at the video real quick. The trailer.
A24.
Maxxine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that correct?
See, I was right.
You always want to be in that line of work.
I always wanted to be famous.
If you need to read off the sides we gave you, just go ahead, all right?
I know the lines.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
Maxxine fucking Minx.
I don't like walking out here with that freaking Night Stalker guy on the loose.
The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker?
Night Stalker is terrorizing Los Angeles.
I can handle myself.
So said every bad girl in Hollywood.
Maxxine, I'm the private detective. I had to find you. My employer is a very powerful man. Past ain't finished with you.
It's gonna keep knocking at your door.
Tragically, another victim of the Night Stalker.
I knew 3 people who were murdered in 3 days. I'd be pretty scared. What are you hiding, Maxxine?
If I tell you something, we've got confidentiality.
What'd you do?
This is the defining role of your career. Whatever's going on in your life that's interfering with this picture, squash it. I intend to.
Maxxine.
Maxxine. You're a fucking movie star.
No.
Well, I'm just glad Giancarlo Esposito is finally getting some work out there. You know, give that guy a break.
That was good.
Rosales, you seem to be muted. I'm not sure if you were talking.
Yeah.
I was talking. Yeah, I was talking to my dogs.
Fair enough. Oh, fair enough.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm lying. You know, I always had this rule that I have a bad habit of being kind of jokey. I'll say the first thing that comes to mind because it's funny. And to me, let me clarify that real quick. Not enjoyable by anybody else, just me. And if I tell a fib to be hilarious, if somebody asks me a second time if it's true, I got to tell the truth. So, if
you're a man of rules, I like that.
If I happen to tell somebody, they don't tell you this in school, but the Egyptians forced the Israelites to use earwax to lubricate the boards so that they could slide the stones.
That tracks.
And somebody says, "Is that true?" I got to tell them, no, it's not. I just made it up. And that way, nobody goes off and spreads heinous rumors like, it was Egyptian, it was Israeli earwax that built the pyramids. So, because I would do so many things like that to amuse myself, and those who knew me would understand what I was doing, and they would enjoy it too. But those who didn't would take these little joke fibs and take them to heart, and then try to spread them around, and then get rudely corrected by those who are actually in the know. So, yeah, I never convinced myself to stop lying, but
as one shouldn't, keep your options open.
They're jokes. They're jokes. These are the jokes. You can't help yourself sometimes. I've also worked out a perfect timing that if I'm around somebody who's drinking, no matter what is the conversation is, a punchline will come out right when they're taking a swig. And
nice.
That is now second nature. I can't stop. And my wife that's one of the things I try not to speak while she's drinking, because she'll spit. She'll spit.
Well, I mean, spit takes are amazing. You enjoy getting instant feedback. That's awesome. Why not?
Somebody's getting very rich off of spit takes.
That's true. Yeah, I think we just saw her new costume. I'm looking forward to seeing her in that Superman movie. But Charles, you're familiar with the other two movies in this series, right? The
X
Maxxine
and Pearl
universe, if you will. Yeah. Does this one really appeal to you? They've got some bigger names in this one now. We got Kevin Bacon and Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, it doesn't look so much like a horror film like the other two were. I'm cautiously nervous, but I'd rather be that way than excited and unimpressed. I'd rather be cautious and be impressed than the other way around.
Well, there was a trend in that time period specifically of gritty crime dramas. that dealt with with somebody trying to either solve a murder or a mystery or trying to survive or corrupt cops or whatever the angle was. These gritty street dramas were part of the entertainment industry. It fueled DVD sales for sure. Made straight to DVD movies. Those were kind of the thing, and that's what this gives me a feel of watching that thing. She finds herself in a position where she's going to have to defend herself against this killer that is stalking women like her, or there could be a big twist, and I don't want to give anything away, speculating, but I'm interested to know, Charles, coming back to you because, you're a target. How in the world do you think this third movie will tie into the first two? Because the first seemed to be really kind of related in a sense. There was a character that was the through line for the two films, and that character's dead.
Yeah. So X takes place in the 70s. Pearl takes place, I think, in the 30s, 40s, like old school. The old lady character from X is the main character of Pearl, but Maxxine, who is the lead of this one, is the one who gets away in X, and she's a porn actress. So we kind of like deviated on who we were focusing on from X to Pearl, and now essentially this is like well, it is. It's a moving ahead in the timeline, and now we're following Maxxine, where we got the backstory for Pearl, and now we're getting Maxine's story 10 years later or so.
What would be a good order to watch these in?
I think that, oddly enough, the way that they were released, it works.
Yeah.
It really works that way. Watch the one that takes place in the 70s first, the one that takes place in the 30s or 40s second, and this one third, because they did a good job of homaging the earlier works. And the funny thing is, they shot Pearl in between takes while making X because they had so much time because of COVID. They went and made two great no-budget movies while most people can't make one.
One no-budget movie? Oh, my goodness. Speaking of no-budget movies. No? Okay. Warren has spoken.
No. No, not that. I mean, I think Maxxine is going to be... I'm just trying to figure out why... Well, it's like the way I look at it, Charles, it's an old school slasher version. It doesn't. I'm trying to figure out how it's connecting to Pearl, because that was more like, I don't get the horror vibes when I saw that trailer. I more like a detective thing going, so maybe it might be the direction they're going with it. I don't know.
It definitely looks a little bit more thriller. Like they did mention the Night Stalker, and then 3 people that she knows died within like 3 days or something. So there's a way they can make it horror, but yeah, it doesn't give that straight up horror vibe. You're right.
Yeah.
Adult films are a hard business.
Oh, we know this.
Yeah. The first one, X, is the same type of movie that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, and I mean it's very similar to that. Pearl is more of an homage to classic Hollywood and Wizard of Oz, things like that, the Technicolor era of the early days of sound film, and this one appears to be, like Rosales was talking about, the slasher, the Americanized giallo films from the 80s during the video nasties, and they're incorporating some of real life in that, and I'm kind of intrigued to see how that goes, because that's like a real thing, the Night Stalker. But they're each film is covering a different homage of different variations of cinema.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Then I found $20.
Not sure what that means, but
usually when nobody reacts, I just end my story with, "Oh, then I found $20."
Then I
Because at
found
least that.
$20.
Oh, yeah, good.
Awesome.
$20, cool.
$20, man. That'll get you a cup of coffee where you're at.
Maybe.
Not trying to out anybody's location or dox you.
Garlic.
Garlic phone.
Garlic phone.
All right. Here we go. Let me send you guys an invite. Whatnot.
Yes.
And into the private chat we go with the links for the Gartic phone. You know, Exquisite Corpse worked out so well on the Thinker stream or whatever that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was really, really nice works of art. I think maybe we should give that a try with people's thumbs and fingers. What do you think?
Exquisite Corpse.
Yes. In Exquisite Corpse, what happens is you draw the top part of the body, the next person draws the middle part of the body, and the final person draws the bottom part of the body. And all they can see is the bottom part of the screen. So if you're going to be drawing, make sure to make all the way down to through the picture to the bottom. So that
There's a
somebody has
dotted
something to
line
go
on the
off.
bottom.
Yeah. Without a dotted, with that, if you don't draw past that, you will not be able to find out what's going on, and you'll be left with a blank spot, of which will be hard to decipher, if you will. So let's do that. Everybody in? We got one.
We had everyone in. Somebody just dropped, but good times.
I'm coming.
We lost
back.
Bab.
We lost Bab. Okay.
All right, so what is this game again?
This is called Exquisite Corpse, and you're going to be drawing on your phone or tablet or whatever it is with your finger, and or a mouse, depending on where you're sitting.
Yeah.
And you draw. You get to draw something on the top, and then somebody draws something in the middle, and then somebody draws something on the bottom. And what you wind up with is hopefully hilarity. Hilarity should ensue.
But it's all for good times, you know?
Let's get that going. Is everybody in? Bob, you back? You back, Bob?
Bob is
Bob?
not bad.
I am. I should be.
You know you should be, but
you should be.
I'm not saying it, Bab.
Let me send you the same link one more time. See if that works out for you.
And I think I'm here now for sure.
Well, we don't see you, mein Freund. Whatever German is.
I'm in there by myself. Hang on. Swear I'm gonna get this.
What is it? Mein Freund, mean Freund? What's the right word for person being interrogated?
Browline?
Hey, I can tell you my Nazi joke now. While we wait for Bob. Oh, okay.
Hey,
he's here.
See Barry, Bob.
Yeah, I made it. Yeah.
Yay. Oh, no time for Nazi jokes. Let's move forward.
Surely there's always time. So yeah, again, just go past the line with your drawing of somebody's head, but you're doing a head right now. That's
It
all.
even says cross this line.
Okay, so draw ahead. Oh, this is bad. How do I erase?
There are little arrows that like point to the left or right. If you go left, it erases.
There you go.
Oh, and it gives you a ton of time too. So add as many details as possible.
Good. Oh, this poor man's face.
Oh, and it goes without saying, nobody look at my screen, because that's cheating.
Oh, there's cheating?
It's cheating.
That's right. You still got half your time. There's so much more to add to this.
But I'm not gonna. All right. All right, Charles, you ready for the joke?
I am. I've been ready.
It's a knock-knock joke, okay?
Who's there? Oh.
Just letting you know it's a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
We'll be asking the questions. Now remember, when you tell this in person, you slap them in the head.
Got it.
Is there any way to reduce the time?
Cheating. That's cheating.
It would be cheating, yes.
Yeah, there is certainly a lot of time left.
Alien Borderline Studios. You ever played this game before?
I have never played this game before, no, and I'm going to be terrible at it because I can't draw for my life.
Well, then what do you do with Borderline Studios?
Not draw. Anything but draw.
Time's almost up.
Yeah, I don't think the point of this is to be good at drawing. I think it adds a lot more to it when you're not good.
Yeah.
I'm actually putting out resume pieces here.
In high
I'm
school,
fucking Picasso.
in high school, my drama teacher asked us to draw a picture of a cat on the back of some quiz or something, and mine was so bad, she hung it up on the wall and told me to never draw a kitten. And yeah.
Well, you know, it's a form of encouragement. It's encouraging you to do something else, but it's encouragement.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Huh.
All right. Somebody didn't draw all the way past the line. Austin.
Oh.
And you thought I was being over explanatory, if you will, by saying draw past the line. Nobody reads that little blank line on there. Just, yeah, the only thing that the other person gets to see is what goes just past that line. So try and help your fellas out.
This would be like the longest torso ever. What is going on here?
Oh, look at my screen.
Oh yeah, this is not gonna be. This is gonna be. If I gotta cross the line.
I don't.
Wrong. No.
Okay.
What? Okay.
No cheating.
Let's just hope. We gotta.
What?
So now we got the middle part of the body that, is going to help people see what this wonderful creature is going to turn out to be.
Okay, and you have about half your time remaining.
Spend that time wisely. Haktua.
Spit on that thing.
So, Charles,
Huh?
one of the things that I've really found absolutely exceedingly boring was sticking to the same routine when it comes to comedy. Going out and telling the same jokes over and over and over and over again.
Uh-huh.
And I always wind up shooting myself in the foot and introducing new material every single time.
Oh. I envy you.
I found it easy to riff on whoever went before me and whatever news article or news
You're
item.
more of a crowd work guy then.
No, the crowd work actually stumps me.
Really?
It'll throw me off completely. I mean, I'm still riffing on what's happening in the day, and if there's no interaction, I'm fine. But if I'm talking to the crowd, I'll get completely lost in what I was doing, and I'll have a hard time finding my way back. I definitely cannot work the crowd. Time's almost up, guys. But yeah, if something happened in the news, I'll talk about it, and
That's like really good for MC work.
Yes, I was great at doing MC work. I hosted a robot. Especially when I was doing hosting a comedy, when I did that, hosted a comedy or event type thing like that. That was always fun. Yeah, I'm thinking of a story I shouldn't tell. Anyway, no, you don't throw other performers under the bus.
Oh,
yeah. So,
I have intrigue.
I'm sorry to whoever's picture I did this to.
That's okay. You were supposed to. Everything happens for a reason.
It's art.
I don't think this was supposed to happen.
The hell?
Oh my god! What?
This will be fun.
What is this thing here?
Someone was going somewhere, and I went in a totally different direction. think there's anything more I can do to that. But yeah, the idea here, Austin, is to create a totally, wholly unique image that looks like it was inspired by AI.
Oh, oh my.
Yeah.
Get on that
Just a
thing.
child.
Spit on that thong!
Wow.
Alrighty.
I have no idea.
Rosales, I sent you a lot of clips this week.
A lot of clips?
I sent you a lot of clips on either Twitter. I sent them somewhere. Probably on Twitter I sent you.
Yeah, I saw them. None of them seemed as aspiring as Zoe
Yeah.
Stark's flip onto her head. That was amazing last night when she dropped herself onto her head, completely missing her opponent, who was laying on a ladder waiting for her to drop on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds awesome.
That was definitely the best.
Yeah, that's how
But
we started.
that one I sent you with them assholes driving the car through like the house while doing a fucking like power bomb off the roof. I have no clue what the fuck was going on there.
Well, they also went through light bulbs. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I just that right there. I don't know if I should encourage that.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, time's almost up, guys, and we get to see these wonderful creations of which we created creatively.
Ooh, creatively created creations in which we created. Nice.
Awesome. Start at the beginning. Should we start at the beginning? We did that last time. We could start at the end. Let's start at the end.
Oh.
Start at the bottom and work our way
Ooh.
up.
Wow.
We'll do it in
no.
honor of Maxxine. Here we go. Gray.
Oh no, yours is the one I ruined. I'm sorry.
No, that's really good.
That's fine. Look at that.
Oh boy.
Whoa. That is very, very interesting. And we talked about Power Girl earlier. So.
Oh. That's awesome.
It really works in a weird way.
Well, someone came on vacation. We are here on vacation. to show you our elbows with nipples. And yeah.
All right.
Love it.
Is that Hawk 2 again?
That's Super Hawk 2.
My Superman suit is better than anybody else's Superman. It's a little off the shoulder for summer. This is how what you feel.
Bob, did you just forget arms, or did you run out of time?
No, I just forgot him, but I think he was pretty good without him. Because I just completely forgot arms on her torso.
All right. See how this sound went. Oh my goodness.
Oh, see, I didn't know if it would be a problem. I wanted to draw a penis.
You wanted to draw? Okay.
Every time. I was going to put a penis in all of my images.
It's not a penis. It's a Pen 15. Oh, whoa!
Oh.
So the controller is actually connected to the.
Well, you know,
Pen 15.
it's not. You know,
The electronics
weren't
are
always battery operated.
Oh.
Oh.
This got wild.
That's it
Kinda
found
like it.
cohesion. It found cohesion.
It's haunted.
It's
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's a little tramp stamp happening there. Isn't that what that is?
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
It is a tramp. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Whoa! She
Oh,
looks
she's
like a
lovely.
lady.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Well, somebody skipped leg day. This is why we waited for Bob. Right here. This is why.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Oh boy!
My goodness, what's that? There's an anime about this sort of transforming robot.
It's perfect.
My pizza decapitated me, sir. I'd like to send it back. See what we got going here. Oh yeah, I finished that off there. I don't know what's
Those are
happening.
amazing.
That.
I absolutely
Yeah,
love
I'm the middle
that.
one. I
Is he
remember that.
stepping on a dog cat or is that just near it? Either way, I love it.
Oh. Whoops.
Had no idea what was happening there, so I just kind of.
It's amazing though.
It's an. Now,
It's perfect, Bob.
okay, boys and girls, we're going to have caricatures by H.R. Geiger.
Oh my god!
Wow!
I love that so much, and it will fuel my nightmares.
Feet arms. You gave him feet arms with no bottom half.
Arms.
That's amazing.
It is beautiful.
Turned out
should
better
be
than
one-
I could
that should be
ever
one of your
expect.
new comic characters. So
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Again, we should
So I want
animate
residuals.
these.
fucking feet arms. The
That
meta.
is. But I think it's probably time we should spin and leave that behind.
No whammies.
There are no whammies until next week.
Big money.
Big
Promo time.
money promo.
Hey.
It's a Super Sunday ramp-up promo. Someone may have noticed that some of these things that we had going on here are from a website. You can now go to rosalascomics.com/Sunday to keep up with all the fun things we have going on here. including our wrap up of that. The game we'll probably be playing later. Listen carefully. Our take on video games being too hard. We've done our Forbidden Door recap. Something's not right. An article I wrote about Darmot and Galadriel when the walls fell, because the new bad guy for the upcoming Rings of Power is a first 5 minutes of the initial show by herself, while her army of friends could not do anything to it. And so if this guy's going to be the main villain, I don't know how they're going to stretch out that fight scene. So
is that Emma Roberts again in that Video Games Too Hard thing?
No. That's Alana something or other. She made a video saying that pregnancy is a situational disability and there needs to be a pause button on Elden Ring so that she can tend to her 2-year-old. But we'll get to that. It's on the wheel. It's on the wheel. Huh. And if you feel like reading this before we get to it, you can. But yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
And,
okay, so if we wanted to read it, where would we go to read this before we get to it on the show?
It would be rosalescomics.com/Sunday, and all of the articles, including last week's Haktua Girl music video and last week's stream, are up as well. So all of the articles and things that we're doing for today are up there on Super Sunday Wrap Up. And except for what's coming to DVD. Didn't put that up. But yeah, that was the promo time for Super Sunday.
Yeah.
Let me change the music real quick. This should have been playing the whole time.
Oh. Promo time.
Spin right there.
Who did the Whisper Haktua?
Hell yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Who didn't?
What? New to theaters?
Yes,
Oh.
theaters. Movies came out this week. Did you know that?
No.
Something came out this week. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yes. Despicable Me 4 came out this week.
Nice.
To grave reviews or rave reviews, depending on which side you sit on. Maxxine obviously came out this week.
Yep.
And Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot movie.
Finally, the Possum Trot movie.
Yes, that was not... these are the movies that had wide release. Some movies came out in LA, some movies came out in New York in limited release. I decided that we shouldn't look at those. But yeah.
Is this the sequel to Sound of
Possum
Freedom?
Trot get a nationwide release.
Possum Trot.
Is this the sequel to Sound of Freedom?
Spiritually so. It is the same studio, and they released Sound of Freedom on July 4th. It's the same
Oh boy.
theme.
Same company, more possums.
Oh, fine.
Now it's about the foster care system.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
So out
Happy
of the
for it.
frying pan into the fire?
Sure.
Man, feel bad for them kids when you go to the movie theaters.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Whether it's, there's not a lot of choices for kids this week.
There's plenty of choices for kids this week. Despicable Me 4 and Inside Out 2.
Well, Inside Out 2 is still there and making money. That's a great thing. But maybe Charles can tell us a little bit about the box office. What's happened this week?
Well, because of the extended weekend, none of the estimates are in just yet for the bigger stuff. Although Despicable Me 4 on night one brought in $27 million. That's on the 3rd of July. And that's ahead of both Maxxine and Sound of Hope for the weekend. Maxxine.
So we're considering the 3rd, so Wednesday is part of the weekend now.
It's a holiday weekend, and it was the
Ugh.
premiere. It's really
Fair
kind
enough.
of obnoxious how they count 7 p.m. shows the night before as like an early preview. They're really gaming the system, and it's like obnoxious at this point. But
yeah, it's kind of like please pull forward, when you go to a drive-through. Go ahead, sir.
Maxxine, the estimates as of right now for the entire weekend are 6.075 million. Sound of Hope is 3.219 million, and they're both on between 22 and 2,400 screens. And Despicable Me 4 is going to clear that by a lot, as is Inside Out 2. So
I was going to say, is it giving Inside Out a run for its money? That's been strong for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, Maxxine, if it's lucky, will be in 3rd. If it's lucky.
You almost get the idea that audiences who go to movies want to be entertained.
Yeah.
What? Why would you think that?
Of course, we really shouldn't look at financial success as a reading of what the audience is enjoying. That's not what we should do. But that was what's at the movies.
Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Roll them trailers, Joe. Buy that popcorn popping with a fizzy soda splash.
Why do I have these intros if I'm not going to use them? The intro at the end. That's what we did. But hey, back to it as we power through these last few.
No whammies. Oh. I can provide my coverage.
Oh, Forbidden Door was on Sunday. That's right. And
my backyard.
Charles decided to lock the door, walk down the street, and go see the movies.
I figure I had 17 hours to kill, so why not?
17 hours. That's Money in the Bank. This is also Money in the Bank. Why do I got 2 of those up? Hang on a second.
Now, I understand it would be hard to find. It's the Hidden Door, after all.
Yes.
Or no, Forbidden Door, wasn't it?
Forbidden Door. That's
The Hidden
right.
Snore?
Forbidden Door. That's what they used to call it, and now they call it Pride Weekend. Anyway, there was a few hundred matches that night, and it started off with one unannounced match between Serpentico and Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher won.
Good.
I say it's unannounced because they didn't have a graphic, so I had to put this one together. Next up,
people.
Next up was the for the pre-show show, not the actual show, but the show before the show showed. We had the House of Black versus other dudes in a tag team 4-way tag team match, and the House of Black won.
So Wesley Snipes was right.
But he won by making him tap out with his foot because he had his arms tied up and he was
That's interesting.
apparently pulling his arm off. So
Wait, did Daniel Bryan change his name, or am I wrong?
no, it was well. Actually, you are, and you're not wrong. This is his real name, and he changed his name for WWE. So WWE had the fake name, and now he's gone back to his real name, and it's confusing to people who haven't seen him wrestle in a while.
Fucking wrestle.
Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan. Even the announcers screw it up. So next up was the Women's Championship with Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. And her claim to fame is her boobs. And so then we had a technical match between Zack Sabre Jr. and Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is a bit of an interesting bird because he's a comedy wrestler. Okay. The joke is that he's super casual about wrestling and doesn't really care, and then wrestles with his hands in his pocket. And
he lost. Go figure.
Yeah, but normally he wins. And so I think he's ridden that character as far as he can go.
Oh, he literally has pockets.
Crazy stuff in this match. I can't.
You know, if you could assure me that a wrestling company would pay for my surgery, I would do something silly like that just to get my back surgery.
They do. They'll take care of you as long as you're injured in the ring.
All right. Well,
yes.
I should have gone down there and wrestled and not watched.
You should have.
You trip on your garden hose and you're on your own.
Yeah.
This happened to be a turning point for the fans as they turned on Mercedes Moné.
Oh no!
And started backing up Stephanie McCour. But this was a giveaway match, and everybody knew it, and that Stephanie was going to lose the title to Mercedes, who should have won it if she hadn't broken her ankle in the match. So this was a giveaway match, and this was meant to highlight.
Might as well get him to produce these shows. God damn it, 5 hours.
Man, it's crazy the work rate for the amount of stuff that they put out. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a good day to spin the wheel and see if we get wrestling again, because to compare the two pay-per-views back to back like that would be
a cool thing, but not now.
it's it's something to look forward to is what it is.
Hard games.
Oh, the hard games lady.
Hard games, yeah.
Games are hard.
Bam.
There she is.
Elden Ring DLC is too hard.
It's too hard. It's not.
Well, just to give her, the benefit of the doubt there, Miyazaki, whatever his name is, he also found it tough, but his strategy was to use everything available. So she goes through and, she brings up the debate that, things need to be more accessible to everybody. Okay. Not just gamers that have all the right equipment, but non-gamers as well, the casuals, if you will. And that, we also cover the topic that there's a growing issue of accessibility to people who don't have the ability to do things the way a normie would do it. Like, for example, this from Microsoft. And they cover the spectrum of accessibility in this wonderful little graphic here. Like, say, for touch, when you're designing a game, you have one arm, that's a permanent disability. And you're using 172 buttons on a controller. It's going to make it hard. Let's think about these guys. Or maybe a guy with a temporary disability. That's what they're calling that. He's got an arm injury. It's in a sling. He's not going to be able to do it. Or then there's situational disabilities.
So being a new parent makes you situationally disabled.
According to Microsoft and Alana.
Am I also situationally disabled if I'm like carrying a big gulp or something?
That might be, yeah. It's temporarily disabled. If you're blind, that's a disability. If you have cataracts, that's temporary, and unless you don't get the surgery. Or if you're a distracted driver, you got to keep them into account.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there it is. Distracted driver is a situational disability, according to Microsoft. And when it comes to hearing, you can be deaf. That's a disability. You could have an ear infection, like many children. That's a temporary disability. Or you could be a bartender working.
Disabled. Very disabled.
Situational disability for bartenders. So keep them, when you're designing games.
I sadly looked ahead to the next one, and I can't believe that. Great.
Yes, and if you head over to the website, I've got a link to the actual article right there from the Microsoft people themselves that will explain to you, as a game designer, how you should take all of these temporary, permanent, and situational disabilities,
So does that mean that like new parents, bartenders, people with heavy accents, and I can't remember the other one, can all park in the handicap stalls now?
I guess so.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have a hard time if you're driving distracted to begin with to play Elden Ring while you're driving.
Park up front.
So, and she goes on, she covers this in her 17-minute rant.
Oh, Jesus.
about accessibility, and she's using this as her model base to
No,
make
of
the
course
claim
she
that
would.
she is situationally disabled.
Yeah.
And Miyazaki,
He's situationally stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
and
She should have situationally swallowed if she didn't want to be interrupted during game time.
Wow.
I found this interview on Game Rant with Miyazaki, the game designer, where he says that he believes Elden Ring wouldn't have been as successful from software if From Software had watered down the difficulty, as the team believes that the sense of achievement that players gain from overcoming their hurdles is crucial. So the difficulty is part of the game, okay? And the staff writer goes on to point out that the situational disabilities are merely life choices, and that the priorities would be better suited in not gaming at all, as opposed to changing a baby's diapers. So that's in the way.
Yeah.
So gamers with children might find it more responsible to focus on raising their children rather than playing the latest game. Parenting requires significant attention and dedication, and prioritizing a child's needs is crucial during their formative years. The latest games will still be available when your children are older, and parents have more free time to enjoy them. Striking a balance between gaming and parenting involves making mindful adjustments in daily routines, ensuring that the child's well-being and development take precedence. By doing so, parents can create a healthy, supportive environment for their children while still finding moments to enjoy their gaming hobbies. Yeah. So maybe stop blogging and change a diaper.
Exactly.
So
the fuck off the internet for a minute. Pick up the kid and put the keyboard down.
Answer the nanny's question, whatever the idea is. So, what do you guys think?
Warren, start with you. You hate women.
Warren may be
Exactly.
busy, so I'll just say that I
Warren
enjoy
just-
women, but I don't understand how any of these are temporary disabilities. Okay, again, I would think like holding a coffee or, any sort of beverage, that would also put you as situationally disabled, according to this thing. So I don't know, maybe there could be a one-handed game mode, but I don't know if every game should have that. I don't know. Again, I think their response was just kind of perfect. I don't think I've had too much to add to that other than, what the hell? How is this worth making a video about?
Yeah, it's barely a topic.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Almost a
spin.
nothing burger.
Let's see what
No, I
this
mean,
says.
like, us talking about it makes sense, but like for her to actually make a video saying game companies make these ways to make games more accessible for new parents, and I don't know. Seems odd.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is a pause button to the game. Turn it off. Come
Yeah,
back to
or
it when
you
you're
can-
done being a parent for the moment.
You know,
I don't know.
when you back out to the main menu and don't go completely out, that basically pauses the game.
Yeah. Like
And as BMO points out, they already have one-handed games out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are situational games.
Apparently,
like-
she's an advocate for able games. She suffers from myalgic encephalitis.
Gesundheit.
Yeah,
Ooh, encephalitis. Ooh.
She made that up.
fatigue, disrupted
Fatigue?
sleep, brain fog.
Oh, you mean being a new parent is what she's describing in that long, silly word.
She doesn't have a child. I don't know where.
Oh,
where
she doesn't have a child, so why is she complaining about people with children? I thought
she
that
said
was
she's,
she
an,
has-
she's an
supposed to-
advocate for
No, in
accessibility.
the video,
and-
she talks about her 2-year-old.
So,
Yeah.
I guess I don't understand the advocacy, because, like, you could create a game that would work for people who have fatigue, who have, situational or even temporary or even permanent disabilities. But she's not doing that. It sounds like she's saying everybody else needs to put these modes into every game to make them
Yeah.
more accessible. But wouldn't that still not be the same? Because once you beat the game on that level, it's like, yeah, but did you beat the real game or did you do it on that? I think it would still make a tiered system. You'd still have a weird thing. I just don't understand why your advocacy doesn't involve creating games that are this.
You know, there are some games that it would make a whole lot of difference in your enjoyability. Have you ever gone through, like, say, Doom with the God mode on?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It's a good time, but it's not the same.
No, it is. It is not. The sense of achievement doesn't happen when you reach the end and move on to the next level. And so, being able to walk away from a game at any given time, if it's not on your cell phone, really kind of ruins the experience of that particular game.
And maybe I'm confusing her issue here, but like not only that, but I thought just between the games itself, I guess not every game needs to have that type of accessibility. To an extent, there's accessibility already to allow people with all sorts of different ranges of disabilities and whatnot to be able to play those games. I don't know if you necessarily need to make now a mode to make that game then easier as well.
What about a pause button there, right in the middle of the game? BMO says, all I'm saying is that it probably wouldn't change much to add a pause button from software games, but the developer doesn't do that. Don't expect the dev to do what they have never done.
Yeah, I think there should be a pause menu. Anybody has situational things that happen.
It's just tough. Sorry, I spoke over you, Charles.
No,
Please, you were saying situational stuff?
No, run amok. It's just tough.
Okay, I'm an ass. It would just be tough to do that in, like an online game with multiple players, because if you're pausing it, so what? Does your player just like come out of it? Or those are the ones that I've seen that don't have the pause buttons. Like if you're still going like side scroller or something like that, almost all those still pause. So I don't know.
Is Elden Ring a online multiplayer or massive Momo?
It's not the most massive of Momos, but
I come from a generation where there was one button and one stick. Okay,
sure.
We birthed the entire.
Wow, not even
thing.
two buttons.
You could go through and get close to finishing the game, and if you died, you were dead. You had to start at the very beginning. No save spaces or anything like that. It didn't even save your high score. We played with rocks. That's what we did. That's how we played video games. We were throwing
Went
rocks.
through plenty of TVs, but
Yes, multiplayer, but not completely. So that would interrupt that. You get invaded by folks sometimes.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Maybe she was changing a diaper and got invaded, and wasn't able to react to it. I don't know. I have no idea.
I guess, but if she's arguing over this game specifically, I guess my counter argument would be, well, just go to like, one of the little safe spots and sit the fuck down as kind of a pause in the game as well. There's like little fire pit things. I can't remember what they're called. That you could just go to and sit down in, and you don't have to do anything. It's technically a pause. You can go change your diaper, yell at your kid, beat him, whatever you want to do.
Is that Warren? Is he back from the bathroom?
What? I've been here. I'm just letting people talk. I think this is ridiculous, that woman. Like, this is silly. Like, I do think that pause buttons should return, though, because you should be able to pause and come back. That's the only thing. That she's just being a woman. That's it. Go back in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Do your womanly
finally
duty
a topic
and be
that we
mother.
finally settled. She gets to quit complaining, and everybody gets a pause button.
Yeah.
So there we go. Alien Borderline Studios, that does not drawings. Doesn't do any drawings. What do you think?
Excellent.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on the game. Obviously you have certain games and stuff that are not pausable. Like if you're in the middle of a Fortnite match, or Destiny definitely isn't very pausable, and stuff. So I understand.
These
Like,
games are impossible to play.
right? Yeah, exactly. And I understand like parents probably aren't as educated on that. Like, yeah, there are certain games you can't just press pause and walk away and do all the stuff. So.
Well, not let's be fair, real quick. She's not just some random parent complaining about a video game and playing.
She looks like a gamer.
She's actually a gamer. She works as a consultant for some games, and she's an advocate, and she's a YouTuber and reporter who reports on the gaming industry. Okay, so the only thing new to her is the 2-year-old in the situation, which, I guess leads to her situational disability.
Yeah.
Which
she should have paused opening her legs and we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah.
Roe versus wait, what?
The WWE cam showing up.
I have an announcement. There will be no food ordered this week.
No food?
No food.
But I got the video queued up and everything.
I will be going out to buy a Cinnabon though.
You mean when you
You'd
get
already
hungry?
placed our bet.
Oh, after I leave the gym, that's my treat.
I see. Okay. All right then.
All right.
Fine. Be that way.
But we can still do the promo for the food.
Cinnabon deserves it.
Warm up, we got to eat some food. Some kind of delivery, that's what's the first. Barbecue beef or red beans and rice. Grilled chicken breast would be damn nice.
Cursed.
Love how his eyes turn
What
blue.
the hell?
That is beyond disturbing. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Blue-eyed rock eating a rock. That's just crazy.
It somehow turns into an avocado, and then the other one bubbles up after he bites it. It's weird. It's weird.
So weird. Speaking of weird, let's give it a spin.
We're gonna get Hellboy. I guarantee it. I'm a prophet.
You're
You
making
are,
money
sir.
for this?
I mean,
Wow.
you
Wow,
had
wow, 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 wow.
a 1/3 of a chance of getting it right.
Hellboy. They released a new trailer for Hellboy this week. Let's have a look at it.
Something in these hills. Something haunted. Evil. It smells like death.
How do you know that?
Dark things called dark things.
I heard tales about him all my life. Most just called him the Crooked Man.
We've got company.
All your friends, they all gonna die.
Bimo says it's a classic story.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's even SCP. If you were watching that stuff.
So
it looks pretty good. So that's not David Harbour as Hellboy again,
No.
right?
No.
We got a new actor in there.
Yes.
Nice.
It reminds me of the. Yeah, he's out. He's out for a long time now. But the original Planet of the Apes movies, the budget kept getting sliced and cut and cut and cut with each subsequent movie. That the quality kind of went down, and it looks like in this version of Hellboy, they found a producer from the Asylum, because this looks like a made-for-TV sci-fi channel original.
Why do they keep making these movies?
To make money. That's
Well, did the last one with David Harbour make money?
no, because they spent too much, and I think they've learned a lesson.
No. Do you think this one's gonna make money?
It is not the Asylum. It's somebody else. I think it's called like Spoon something or other. But it has the chance of making money if it actually gets distribution. They're still filming it. They filmed enough to make a trailer.
Oh God!
And it's not coming out till next year. But
oh no!
Yeah. As long as they don't continue to spend money, they should be fine.
Cool.
And
thanks for the year out trailer. I can't wait to forget about this.
Beeple says he'll watch it.
All right.
Yeah, it is a much beloved Hellboy story, and they're going back to the original Mike Mignola, however you pronounce his name. Going back to those original stories is probably the best way they're going to regain the crowd, is by sticking to the source material, which is what they've done with this sort of standalone comic book story.
So, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So this is a movie, it is not a TV, because I get a TV vibe when I see this trailer. I don't get a movie, like a series rather vibe. I don't get a movie, like I don't see that
makeup. Looked movie quality, but yeah, you're right. Like the way that the actual everything looks, I'm assuming it's the lenses and cameras they used. It doesn't give that cinematic feel.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, not to make fun of the CW, but it looks like a CW horror, like a Supernatural gone to like Blu-ray or something. Not to be rude. But...
No, and again, you're looking at the processing of the footage by whoever's doing a trailer. That's not necessarily been processed fully to the fullest extent by the final editors of the film. Because they most films, I don't believe, and Charles can correct me when I'm wrong. I hope that happens. But most editing doesn't happen during filming, which is what they're doing, is filming. And so this footage would be handed over to the people that do trailers, and then they would edit it, and so it wouldn't look exactly the same.
So it's gonna. I mean, I'm just from. I'm not. I think I've only watched up to the second Hellboy movie ever, but like comparing that, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks bad. It looked like something for TV. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but it really did.
Look like it's running on a slash budget.
Yes, it definitely does look like that. It probably should, because it is.
Yeah. This movie
Alien
should be
Borderline
distributed on
Studios.
Yes.
But okay. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
You're asking my thoughts on the movie. I'm not too interested. It doesn't look that appealing to me. As I said, I would hope that maybe someday we'll bring Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro back. That would make me happy.
Yeah, that's going in the wrong direction. That would be a whole lot of money to be thrown out before it even gets started.
It would.
And that gets in the way of the grifting of the producers who want to take the most of the money.
At the same time, it's not like they're. I mean, we'll obviously see with this and how successful this is, but it's not like their tries without Perlman and Del Toro have been that successful.
Yeah, but I also remember the days when they brought back Carol Burnett to TV. Sometimes bringing back the old gang is not the best move in getting something started.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting something started, let's start this wheel. See what the last two topics are.
Money in the Bank.
Guaranteed it's going to be one of the green ones.
One of the green ones.
Damn it. It's like I'm a prophet today. Holy moly.
Money in the Bank, the second pay-per-view that we will be reviewing today. Oh, wait.
Premium live event.
Yes. Huh. I got rid of that one. Are we there? Okay, good. The show opened up with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and Drew McIntyre won. There's a little bit of a sun. Let's see if this works any better. Yeah, it works better. Okay. And, that's all I got. Drew won. Next up was the Intercontinental Championship between Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn played the underdog in this while dominated by Braun Breaker most of the match. He just kind of flipped him around and knocked him down. Stuff looks good. The next match, wasn't even a match. It was John Cena, and he retired. He announced his retirement. And that his last match, actually not his last match, but he will be wrestling at WrestleMania 2025. But 2025 will be his last year as a wrestler. And that made a lot of people on the interwebs sad.
But can you go back to the picture of him? He looks so old in this picture, though.
That's right. This man is in his 40s.
Isn't he like 49? Yeah, but I mean, like, is there something wrong with him? Because he looks a little bit sickly if you were to zoom into it. Like,
man, I wish I looked that sick.
You mean because he isn't as buff as he always was?
No, it just seems like he looks a little thinner. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's for a role that he's gonna do. I don't know, but
he's got his acting body on, not his wrestling body.
Yeah. So, and Damian Priest kept his belt in Money in the Bank. He was defending it against Seth Rollins, with the stipulation that if Damian won, Seth Rollins could never challenge for that belt as long as he held it. And if Seth Rollins won, Damian would have to leave the Judgment Day. Oh, BMO's got the answer to why he looks that way. He's pregnant. So
makes sense.
Congratulations to John Cena.
Sorry to hear he's situationally disabled.
Yes. We won't be able to see it, though. We won't be able to see it. So here he is getting his head driven into the ground. Called a sling blade, that is.
Red fried potatoes.
And here he is diving.
That mustard.
Everybody took a shot at it with CM Punk.
Freeway.
It's Tiffy time when it comes to Money in the Bank women's ladder match, as Tiffany Stratton won the. Notice how
we're up to episode 6.
I know. It just
and
weirded me out to see
Tiffany Stratton won.
Man, she can get it.
BMO says CM Punk couldn't make it in MMA, so he had to move to wrestling. He was in wrestling before he went to MMA. He went to MMA to prove himself, and he proved that he was a wrestler.
Prove that he can't take a real punch.
You know, the thing about rehearsing moves like that is that you really don't want to do them when it comes time. If you rehearse it, you just kind of got to do it.
I'm kind of getting Power Girl vibes from her top there.
Yeah, she's flexing her power.
She's at the top one?
It was
a little bit. It's kind of butterfly-esque. I don't know if you noticed it, but yeah.
Yes, her stamina is what won. So, and the last match was a 3-way match against the Bloodline and the White Guys, and the Bloodline won.
Damn it!
Blamed Dwayne Johnson. Then I said, Braun's not really that over. Just have him do a 50-50 job with Sammy. We can figure out how to repackage him later. And then I told John Cena to come to Money in the Bank. So I told Damian, don't kick out. And I told Tonga Loa to check his oil before you hit the low blow. So yeah, they were not too happy with that, and apparently they've all seen the documentary about how Dwayne Johnson did an amazing thing.
What is that from?
That's the Peacock. That's what they did. Documentary about WrestleMania.
Come on, promo time.
I think lightning round's next.
You think the lightning round is next?
I'm 3 for 3 so far. So 2 for 2 rather. Just saying. Oh, it was.
It
Yeah,
was.
Warren, you're good.
Thank you, Bob. I couldn't do it without
Did you
your-
inform CM Punk in that match? I'm just wondering. Your predictive values seem amazing here.
Yeah.
So there we go. Oops. All right.
Christopher Michael.
The lightning round comes in the guise of a different game this time, guys.
Oh boy!
Guys.
All right.
Guys,
Ooh,
because we have no
different.
women's. We have no
what it
women,
could
so we're all
be.
guys here.
The guys of a guys.
All right, guys. This is a game called What Could It Be? And we're going to listen to a sound and try to guess what it could be.
Oh, it's your voice.
It is my voice. Thank you.
Yes. Nailed
Damn
it.
it, Charles is already up 1-0.
All right. So give yourself a point. If
Woo.
you figure this out. Oh, where'd it go? What happened? Hold on.
It's the Super Sunday wrap-up sound.
Oh, I know this.
All right, hang on.
Man.
Let me just pause that real quick. I'll come back to you guys. What do you think it could be? Bimo says it's a lady ranting about not having a pause button. Or it could be the old twist.
The old dick twist.
Yes.
Grab his dick and twist it. All right.
All right, Bob, what do you think it is?
I don't think it's a dick twist, but I heard some thudding and some ladies yelling. Sounds like a crowd of some sorts at some sort of a sporting event. Like, I don't know, it kind of sounded like they were at a wrestling match. That's what I'll go with.
It
stick
sounds
with
like a
that.
wrestling match. Okay.
I agree. It
Charles,
sounds like thumping of a mat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Gray, how do you feel about it?
Well, there was definitely cheering from a crowd, so we're at some sort of spectator event, and I heard thumping, but it did not sound to me like a ring. Like, I didn't hear that pop of the boards under the actual canvas there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking this is more like a gymnastics fail or something like that. And it sounds like there's two flops. So I think I'm going gymnastics, but I got no clue other than that.
Austin?
I'm going with some sort of wrestling or entertainment event crowd. Yeah, they're cheering and they're going, whoa.
Okay. And Warren, what do you think it is?
I'm going to go with bowling. Alex. For one.
Bowling for one. Okay. Let's go back to it right quick here.
Time is up. Oh, wow.
It is wrestling.
Oh! Yeah, makes sense.
If you said wrestling, gymnasium, or sporting event, give yourself a point.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, what do you think happened there in that video?
That sounds like somebody's like sawing something and then they fell off of a ladder or some sort of thing like
Okay.
that.
Saw with ladder. Charles, what do you think?
Boxes getting knocked over?
Boxes getting knocked over. Good thought. Good thought. Gray.
So that, to me, sounds like a construction accident. Now that Bob says it, now that's kind of all that I can see is that the guy is now on a ladder. Before, I just thought it was, a thing being built falling down. But I'm going to go construction accident of some kind.
Construction accident, which could still be a thing being built falling down, I guess. Austin?
Sounds like a porn set to me.
Porn set. Okay. We're back to the twist. That's what that is. All right. Warren.
Sounds like someone either falling down like stairs or falling down in the kitchen and bringing like stuff falling down. So it's a falling down for sure.
Falling down in the kitchen. Okay.
It's sort of a box.
Oh, I guess I get a point. All
If
right.
you said box, if you said construction, if you said falling, give yourself a point. Dick
This
Twist,
is
you don't
why,
get anything.
No dick
This
twist.
is why
anymore.
men should do the housework.
Okay. Wait, do that one more time.
One more time.
That would be cheating, sir. You can't do that.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I think
You think you got okay. Well, let's go with Bob first.
Okay.
It's it sounds like a gentleman who like trapped a bee or a wasp or something, and then it got out and flew at him, so he screamed.
Okay, somebody trapped a bee or a wasp and then got bit by it. Charles?
Something like that. A bug getting close to somebody and them freaking out over it.
Okay. Gray?
I think it was a recreation of the classic scene from the movie My Girl, where, somebody who is deathly allergic to bees, just happened to get one. But he can't see without his glasses. I'm going to go with it's a bee attack. And, somebody who very bravely endures that.
My wife has always wanted a Hallmark movie to end that way, with a mass murder shooting at the wedding or something like that.
Awesome.
And she thinks it'll sell, and she keeps telling me I need to write it. All Hallmark, all the way until the final minutes of the third act. That's what she wants. The Unabomber to come in and take down Dealey Plaza or something. I don't know.
Oh no.
But, Austin.
I'm gonna go with somebody getting scared.
Okay.
Or, like somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
And Warren, you've had time to figure it out.
I think it's a jump scare fart.
A jump scare fart.
All right.
That is a good call. That is a very, very good call. But time is up. It's time to see what it was.
Whoa.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the literal sound of Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Oh, wait your
I don't know
turn.
how much chilling they're doing.
Bob, what do you think?
It sounded like somebody getting severely concussed by something falling on their head before watching their Netflix program started. That's what I'm going to go with.
Charles?
It sounds like I'm going to say a television with a rather thick glass panel falling while playing
Netflix.
Yeah.
Gray?
Yeah, it sounded to me like the perfectly timed assault from the Netflix, I don't know, basher. So something definitely fell and hurt somebody, possibly emotionally, right at the time that their Netflix show started. Let's go combine what the others said, and the TV falling right as Netflix show is starting.
Okay. And You're next.
Yeah, as I said, that is the literal sound of Netflix, and the chill part.
Okay.
The climax of the chill part. We'll go with that.
Netflix and chill. You're back to the twist. Okay. Twist and chill. Warren, what do you think is going on in this clip?
I think someone fell again. That's it.
Okay, someone fell and that's it. All right. If you said
Well, I was
someone
wrong.
fell, you get a point. If you said something fell on somebody, you don't get nothing. Sorry about that, guys. That was not Netflix and chill, I don't believe. So.
All right. I'm a legend today. I'm up to 2.
That dude may be on ice.
And yes, I believe you're right. That would friggin' hurt. That would hurt.
Miles?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with these suggestions. All right. Here we go. What
Damn.
could that be, Bob?
All right, I don't know what like the actual name for them are called, but I know there's like some like zip tie type toy that you can like you pull like the zip cord and the thing spins real fast. I think it's one of those thingies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say either that or one of the things where you like rub the wheel on the surface to get it going.
So like a
Ooh,
car?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a I don't know, something like that where you have to like have friction for it to start moving. It definitely
Which
sounds
one
like
is
one
it?
of those things.
Which one is it? Is it a zip tie or a
It's
car?
I'll say not the zip tie, but the
The little
the
rev up
tires or
car.
whatever. Yeah.
Gray?
To me, all I can imagine is 2 people in the super secret club that each have these special rings that, when blown, they make that like weird noise. That's all I'm hearing.
That's incredibly
You think they're in a super secret club and they're only blowing rings? Okay. Austin.
Yeah. Sorry. It sounds like kind of like what Bob said, something like that, or like a Beyblade of some sort. Like like something spinning incredibly fast. But it's not loud enough to be like a chainsaw or something like that. So I don't know.
Okay. Warren?
It's construction related. Probably a construction mishap.
Construction mishap. Okay. Remember out there in comment land, you could always go to rosalescomics.com/Sunday and watch the video for yourselves and get ahead of everybody else and see what's going on, because this game is available there too for you to play along. You can cheat, or you can play with us along with this and share it with your friends. Like and subscribe, all these things. But time is up. We need to move on.
Oh,
Well, that thing's sweet.
yeah. Get wrecked.
If only you could give half a point for not hearing the baby.
Ooh.
What could it be? Bob, what do you think it is?
I know this because we're only a couple months away from the anniversary, so I know this exact sound. This is the one video, the ground video of the plane hitting the last tower, shot from the ground.
Huh.
That's a very creative
I
guess.
don't think the audio is the part I remember about that video, but okay.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember that lady. You know, the plane's coming and then it hits and then you hear oh or whatever she said there. Yeah, that's it.
And that is exactly the kind of video I would put up in a fun-loving game like this.
Not the first tower, mind you, the second one.
The second, exactly. Thank you, Charles. He knows. Like we're never supposed to forget. Asshole.
So that's Charles agrees.
Oh no! I think it's like a drone.
He agrees to not forget.
Agrees to not forget. Okay, what do you think it is, Charles?
A drone.
A drone. Okay, a drone. That's a good guess. That's a very good guess. Does it explode at the end? Is
A
that why she says,
9/11.
Oh no.
So you're saying drones were involved? I think what I am hearing is the distinct sound of fireworks. I think this is a happy firework accident, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Alien Borderline Studios would do no drawing.
Yeah, I'm going. I'll be honest. Yeah, that would sound like a drone dying or falling out of the sky or something like that. Some sort of drone.
I see. Okay. And Warren, give us the correct answer.
It sounds like some form of drilling, or like maybe a kitchen mishap because you hear the woman go, "Oh my God!" So like that's all I could. It's kitchen or drill related, something. Maybe appliance related with a woman. That's it. There we go.
Man, would I get demonetized for that? Okay.
Woman, appliance, and drilling. Gotcha.
What?
If you said wife videotaping herself while her husband plays dead on a zip line, you get a point.
I was way off.
So he was Tower 2.
Yeah. Either that or he was recreating the people jumping out of Tower 1.
That's yeah. That's that.
Okay, well, I mean, I
Well,
got.
That went
we all
darker
knew
than I
was going
thought.
to hell. Man, those guys, they sounded like water balloons.
When they hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Splat, yeah.
That's one thing. You know what? In any of the coverage you're going to see from that, no one ever plays that.
Well, no, and those.
No.
There's a couple of reasons.
And there was somebody who used the video of the one guy falling. They turned it upside down and used it as an inspirational. Fly as high as you can.
Really?
Yes, they got called out for that because it's like, you was upside down. You obviously
Someone found that in Porte.
You're using that photo without permission.
Oh, so it's a copyright issue more than anything.
It's a copyright issue, it's a personal issue, and a framing issue.
We tried to reach out to the guy for his permission, but he wasn't available.
That is not fair use.
You ever see that lady, that news lady? We tried to reach out for the recently murdered, but they had no comment.
Yeah, we couldn't get a hold of him.
We were unavailable for comments, but that was, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh. What? Wow, man. That's the show.
What a great way to end. What a great way to end.
On a high note, looking forward to 9/11.
Yeah. Couple
Never
months
forget.
out. Never forget, guys. Never forget.
2.5 months away from the end.
Yeah.
Bob, what have you got going on this week?
Oh man, Tuesday's moving day, so that's all I got going on, man. Moving on up to the east side of Gotham, so we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome. Do a deluxe apartment in the sky?
No, we're still ground level, but that's okay.
Have to
Gotta
move
start
upstairs.
somewhere.
You scare less people when you toss trash out the window.
Exactly.
Charles, what have you got coming up this week?
Oh, same old, same old. There it is, down below. Showbiz with Gray and whoever else shows up, either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I don't know.
Oh,
Depends on what day we end up doing it. And with the Thinkers on Thursday.
There you go. Great. Okay.
Which
the Thinkers
is
on
that?
I apologize. I have two mutes and I am very inept. But yeah, as Charles was saying, check out Showbiz on his channel. You know, it's sometimes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day. Ring the bell and then you'll know what day it is. But it's always fun. It's kind of like a deeper dive into what we did here with the movies that are coming out. But generally, we actually have the numbers and you can kind of compare them to other movies. Also, some interesting news that goes on.
Yes, it's much easier
regarding movies.
Much easier to report the numbers when they after they actually come out. So,
yeah.
Other than that,
Thursday, make sure to go to That Darn Kidda's channel for the Thinkers. It's a bunch of people from a bunch of different places, at least 3 different continents, tons of countries, just all disagreeing about stuff, but doing it somewhat civilly. And hey, if you like the people you see here, a lot of familiar faces show up over there. That Thursday, every Thursday on That Darn Kidda's channel.
So
what do you
familiar, so
have
face.
going on? Some of them are familiar.
And Austin, what do you got going on?
This week a couple things. Got a live stream on Tuesday with Joker and Cole and a few others. With some familiar faces here as well. And yeah, started a new channel, so there'll be some content up, some reviews of the Acolyte Boys, House of Dragon, and the Bear on mine. Will probably be up tomorrow, and yeah, some more things this week. Also, there's an interview up on there right now, and a couple other videos. So yeah, check that out.
These shows that you're going to be reviewing, are any of them ones that you like?
Yeah, I like most of them.
You like The Acolyte?
I don't hate it. I think it's fine. That's the best way to describe it. It's fine. It's not the worst thing Star Wars has done. It's not the best thing Star Wars. A lot of people are making a big deal when the show's not even over yet. Like, this show ends and they leave these threads open and all that, then yeah, I'll jump on board and be like, they broke lore and canon and da. But as of right now, they haven't done anything to that yet.
I see. Okay, good. Can't wait to share the link in the descriptions, and you can place the links to your shows in the comments if it's possible. And by the way, I've also made it possible that if you wanted to share this stream with your channels, you can. So feel free to do that if you ever want to do that. If you don't, then don't do it. So, yeah. Warren.
Oh,
what are you having lunch?
I'm gonna. Oh, that was a stretch. All right, I'm gonna have some jerk chicken with barbecue sauce.
Why can't you hang out with nice chickens?
I'm gonna be doing later on today with Enzo, the Chaos Central Acolyte Roundtable. We'll be discussing episode 5. And then also later I'll be doing a league-related breakdown stuff with good old MSK. So that should be interesting.
How'd you get conned into that?
I like leagues, so that's the only reason why.
Just tell him to keep his pants on during it.
Oh, you know.
Quit trying to be a Sith
Maybe
Lord.
a bridge too far.
Yeah, so that's what I got planned. Oh, and then this week is not this week. This week is gonna be more things coming to D Plus in the future. Yeah, that's all I can say. Bye.
Oh shit.
Okay. D Plus? I don't think I know what that is. Not taking the bait? Okay.
Nope, not today.
All right. I saw a guy in the audience, one last thing before we head out, the audience of the AEW pay-per-view. I mean, he's a huge guy. He was wearing a T-shirt that said, what did it say? Oh, gosh darn it, I didn't ruin the thought.
Sounds riveting. Did you find $20 at the end of the story?
Yeah, I found a nickel. It was very disappointing. It was a nickel, and it was sticky. So
You know
I
what's
couldn't drop it.
you know what's so sad is $20 can't even get you much nowadays.
Yeah, I gotta change that story.
Like,
Found
Yeah,
$100.
you act like you don't like coffee.
no, I do not. I actually used to be a barista, so I only do drink coffee. I don't drink all the fancy drinks, so no thank you.
A good old fashioned cup of Joe.
Yeah.
Colombian coffee. That's it.
I put a
What
little
constitutes a
bit
fancy drink? Is espresso a fancy drink?
more like like a half white or a cortado, that sort of stuff. I don't or
Like
cappuccino.
Nelly?
I remember
Nelly
what was on the
Furtado?
shirt. Thanks, guys.
I'm
for
like a
covering.
bird.
So this big guy, he's wearing this black shirt. It's got white text on it, and it says "Big, Black, and Jacked." And it was I was like, okay, 1 out of 3.
Hey, that reminds me of MSK.
Well,
Because he was not jacked or black. But
yeah, I can't do cappuccinos or any of that stuff. So
is it because you don't have the machinery at home?
no, just because it's just not. I don't like. I know Bob's gonna laugh at this. I don't like milk in my coffee, so. So I don't do that. I'm sorry. I like my women, like my coffee, black and bitter. So that's
Like your coffee like you like your women?
Based.
I like my coffee like I like my women, with a little cream Danish on the side.
They're rather attractive in Denmark.
True.
Yeah.
The Danish are.
What do you have planned, Rosales? How about that? How about we put you in the spotlight?
Well, it's the Sabbath for my kind, so I'm just gonna rest up and hang out with the boys, and then I'll start prepping the week. I got the Dynamo happening this week. Issue number 3 of the Dynamo is going on. Have you heard about that? Have you heard about the Dynamo?
Dynamo, the power's in your hand. Rosalie's Comics revives the hero of the land.
That's what's happening this week, is another episode of Dynamo on Wednesday. And it's absolutely free. You can go check it out. I got on the 24th, we've got the Stunning Adventures debut, digital-wise. And have you heard about that? 18 plus superheroes making their debut in this anthology series that will cover 6 issues. So get ready to enjoy some of that. That's what I got going on this week. So that and another show next week talking about all kinds of stuff.
Very nice.
And yeah, that's it. So we'll say goodbye. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking around. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And we will see you next week. Make it a great Sunday.
In your eyes 風がそっとささやきつけて君と過ごす未来描くよどんな困難さえ乗り越えてそばにいたいから決して終わらない